Okay, trying again. So here's the deal. Our mics were not working, so we just decided to go without the microphones. About 4 years ago, I came up with this method called the Heavenly Head Method for dandruff. I was trying to go crunchy, and I still do, to use shampooing that's not laden with chemicals and sulfates. And in that, I discovered that it was really difficult to treat your hair if you have dandruff, because dandruff is caused not just from having a dry scalp. And we're going to get into that as we move into this video, but there's a reason why we wanted to do this today. Because we got COVID.
Yeah, and then I lost 3/4 of my hair, and Michelle lost about 40% of her hair. And then
which you can't tell because I started out with a ton.
And my hair's growing back, and that's how maybe you can't tell because mine is I have a poof, it's poofing. But you can also see that my hair is a little bit oily, and we'll talk about why.
It's like you dumped a vat of oil on it. She's getting ready to do a washing, but we wanted to do this video right now.
But I wanted to show you why or what I do to kind of stimulate the hair growth, because I do have hair growth, so something is working. And I've been doing this method already when my head starts to itch, and it feels fantastic. You want to tell the people what actually kind of starts dandruff or what causes it?
So it's not fun to talk about, but it is fun. Guess. No, seriously.
You should have said, "Hey, guess."
It's
fun.
Yes. No, your head it grows like fungus, and then it causes a dandruff on the top of your head, a flaky scalp. So there are things that you need to do to treat the scalp, not just drinking gallons of water every day, which is good. It's good, but it's not going to cure your dandruff, especially if your dandruff is caused by a fungus. And here's the kicker to this. What happens is the dryness of the season creates an environment where the fungus wants to grow, and then so it's a double whammy. So you think it's the dryness when really it's the fungus. So you have to address that. And a few of the things that I made sure that I included in this method for that was tea tree oil, peppermint, aspirin ground up, and salt. So we're going to get into this actual method, but you need to know first and foremost that it's not just having your furnace running, or in our case, a wood-burning stove, or just the atmosphere being dry that causes the dandruff during the winter. So what Leah has done is incorporated my Heavenly Head method with what she's been doing to stimulate hair growth, and it's been amazing.
Yeah, so we had COVID back in the end of August, September, and I noticed about a month later that my hair was kind of coming out little by little, like pieces that just be going down. And I went, there goes the hair, there goes the hair. I'm surprised I'm not grabbing a couple.
I should bring my rat down.
I kind of am grabbing
I should bring the rat down. For it was only over about 6 days. I started saving my hair to use this old Victorian style thing because I was afraid I was going to just lose it all. I was like, I need to start saving some of it now, so if I need to put my hair up in a bun, you save all this hair, and it's called a rat.
Yeah.
In the 1800s, in the 1700s, they called it a rat, I think. And it's just this big ball of hair. I literally have a ball upstairs from 6 days of my hair shedding. It's this big. It is that big. It's crazy.
You should get it.
Do you want me to get it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure. All right, so this is a really simple method, and I found that even if maybe it's not working, I don't know, to help my hair grow, but it feels good. And so you are, anytime you're stimulating your scalp, you are stimulating those follicles and helping them grow. And your hair actually goes through different stages. It goes through a shedding stage, it goes through a growth stage, and what is happening, I guess, when you go through a virus or something that is stressful, you can lose your hair that way. This particular Delta version, I think, was maybe designed to make people lose their hair. But
okay, so if you're queasy, don't get
oh my gosh.
Literally, this is my rat to use for if I need to.
That's 6 days worth of hair.
That's like probably 5 or 6 days. Yeah. Oh, don't mess up the rat. I shaped it. I shaped it.
I want them to see how much is here, though.
I worked hard to shape that.
You shape it?
Well, you need to shape it into so you can use it for a bun. You see, you got to work them. I worked it to create a shape. So then the ideal that you do is if you need to put your hair in a bun, then you would put it. I was terrified I was going to lose all my hair.
Okay.
It hasn't happened, so.
So we're not going to use that?
I probably could get rid of it. I just want to make sure. I want to make sure I'm not going to lose all my hair before I get rid of it, though.
But no, I was to show people, like, is this like one day?
Probably, yeah. But it's really condensed now because I really tightened it by making the wrap. It's gross.
Kind of gross, but yeah, whatever.
Actually. It's my own hair and I think it's gross.
Did we watch a video with Mike Rowe where he went to
that hair museum? That's nasty. They were making art out of that stuff. Okay, let's get to the method.
Okay, all right. So you don't need much on hand. Do you have some aspirin? Do you have
uncoated aspirin?
Uncoated
is best.
aspirin. Do you have some sea salt? This is Himalayan pink salt, not big salt. Pink salt. Any sea salt. You just want a coarse ground salt. Do you have some shampoo on hand? This actually I'm going to use. I've been eager to use. You can use.
I used it yesterday.
You can use any shampoo. This is from a friend of ours, Sylvie Vaudel, SYLVIEVAUDELLE.
So she sent us these products.
She's a viewer that sent us these products.
And on Sunday's show, it was Sunday the 9th. There is a link on resistancechicks.com. You can see the link to her Facebook page, which has and it also has her email address if you guys want to order this.
SylvieVaudelCoiffure.com. So she makes her own, and I'm very excited to use this. But you can use any shampoo, right? So your first step. So I wouldn't actually take glass into the shower with you. I would use plastic, but I'm using these as a visual so you can see.
We actually tend to use the
little kid cups.
Oh, I don't have one in here.
The little kid sippy cups or whatever. Perfect. They fall. They do whatever. You don't really take glass into the bathroom. That's a bad idea. But this is for a visual. So I normally take about a tablespoon or two, and this might last me a couple showers. This is not. There's no science to this, by the way.
Right.
There's no. This isn't really like. Ooh, how much did you say? About a tablespoon or two, okay? Your head is going to be different than everybody else's, okay? And then I will add the shampoo to it. Then I'll add the shampoo.
So Leah and I each have two different methods of doing this, right? So what I do when I go into the shower is I take that salt and I pour it into my hand and then I just squeeze the shampoo on top of it. So you don't have to do it in the cup.
Okay. I do it this way and then I use it over and over again so that I don't have to keep going back for it. The next step, this is homemade by Kansas, apple cider vinegar. These your three main ingredients are going to be salt, aspirin, and apple cider vinegar. And then we're going to have essential oils that we're going to add.
So put the apple cider vinegar in the cup and show them about how much you take in the shower.
All right, so it's about a quarter. It's about a half a cup. Because you're gonna, I do it twice. Michelle does it once.
I do it twice.
You do it twice. Okay.
Yeah, I do it after the salt, and then I do it again at the very end.
Okay. So Michelle and I each do it a little bit differently, and you can play.
It's my method. You should do it my way.
Okay. Just saying. That's fine. Michelle's method. So, you wash your hair. You get it nice and sudsy. The salt is gonna kind of open up your pores. And
it's kind of an exfoliator on the scalp, right?
So we're exfoliating right now.
I do this like the whole time, get it all over.
Get it all in there.
Sometimes while I'm in the shower, I'll bend my head over, and I will just really,
especially when your head is itchy, it feels good. My head actually is more dandruffy in the summer than in the winter because I wash my hair more, and it's wet more.
Right.
Especially when we had a swimming pool.
She's still bitter about getting rid of this.
Yeah, we were gonna get
Leo,
it.
This is an
instructional story. They need the story. Okay, the fall of 2019, we had a pool out there, big giant pool.
It was a Walmart pool.
It was a Meyer pool. Okay, it was a $600 pool. We got on sale
by Intex.
Yeah, so you know those bars, they're really expensive. They're like $60 a bar, and we needed like 2 new ones. We're like, you know what? We'll just get a new pool. 2020, you can't get a pool. 2021, you can't get a pool. It's just hilarious. Okay.
Somebody's gonna ship you a pool. It's gonna show up.
It's okay. It's okay. If we wanted one, Walmart actually has them. Or Sam's has them now.
You know those round,
big giant ones. All right. So the next step is
crush your pills.
Crush your aspirin. So, if you happen to have
I find it easier to, this is just a tip, to slice them in half before you crush them.
It is, yeah, it's easier. So, we go in with like 3.
I Actually, when I started this method, I was using 5. I think if you have really bad dandruff, go ahead and do the 5. I use 3 as a maintenance now.
Well, I always do 6, and I do it for like 2 shampoos. But okay. I'm showing them. And then you crush it up. What does the aspirin actually do? It does something.
The aspirin helps with the fungus that's causing the dandruff.
Well, whatever, this aspirin helps with the hair growth too. It's stimulating your scalp. Okay? So then I put it in here. Now you do have to have some essential oils on hand. Because essential oils are kind of crucial to how this works.
Number 1 essential oil for this is going to be the tea tree oil.
Well, and I'm going to say that for the dandruff.
For the dandruff.
For the number 1 essential oil for the hair growth is rosemary. Okay, so these are and they both will work for this, for either or. Why am I using these large bottles of kind of a lower grade essential oil? I'm using them because it's outward, it's in hair. I buy, we use Young Living, we've used doTERRA, I like Plant Therapy. Those are what I'm going to use for my body for healing. Like,
I think a good compromise was if you don't want to use these are really, really low grade essential oils. Now brand, they do a lot of supplements and vitamins. I think I probably have one sitting here. I really like the Now brand as an in between. Here we go. This is, and actually Leah doesn't have these. This is the Now brand. This rose hip and rose oil, this is one of the standard oils that I use for the Heavenly Head method, is rose hip and rose, and geranium.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. So you can look up, you can use a different combination of essential oils. I know that thyme and rosemary are the 2 that I've been using for the hair growth stimulation, and that's all I could focus on for the past 2 months. So that's what I'm showing you right now. And we have a friend who sells Young Living. If you guys want to get with us, I recommend those for internal and for
in medical purposes.
Medical purposes.
Not that this isn't medical, but you know what we mean.
Like for your hair, I use these not so great brands for my washing soda, my soap, and but they're still essential oils. You can they still have the same properties to them. So how much do we use, Michelle?
Okay, so of the tea tree, I would probably do 2 or 3 drops. And then of the peppermint, again, probably 2 or 3 drops. Of the rose or rose hip, 1 or 2. Those are very potent oils. And of the...
Listen, when it comes to the...
geranium, maybe 1 or 2.
When it comes to the rosemary, I wonder if this... Oh, and I use lavender. Lavender is the... I would call lavender the duct tape of all essential oils, right? And I'm going to go a little bit crazier with the rosemary. I'm going to use about 10 or 12 drops just to get my hair scalp really good and tingly. These little dropper thingies from the big ones, they kind of go bad.
They do go bad.
They're not like, hey, I don't got time for this. Time.
So I'm going to make sure the volume was working and make sure I have the chat here.
And then I'm going to use lavender just because I like it and because it smells good and because I feel like it's really healing in all applications.
Now, Leah's being really liberal with these essential oils. If you're using, you don't need to be liberal if you're using the good stuff. The good stuff would be the Young Living, doTERRA, these type bottles right here. Okay, one drop of this would probably do you. Okay, but with the lower grade essential oils, like, she's just going nuts.
This is a wild herb. You can smell the difference between this one and this Majestic Pure.
Yeah.
So this has a more of a petroleum smell to it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna add some of my higher grade rosemary. Michelle's like, you're being real liberal. I am, because this is what was working. This is I wanted to feel it. I wanted to stimulate my scalp. And then you do put the shampoo in this one, don't you?
I do.
Okay.
I do mix the shampoo in with that, the essential oils and all of that.
So this is gonna probably last me a couple times, and hopefully I don't break the
So
glass
I
of
don't.
the shower.
I do it. Leah does hers so that she's got several in the shower. I don't like that because the water gets in there, and I just feel like it's a waste. If you can manage to do that without, maybe just take it out when you're done. That's great. I just do one shot. One time. So I'm just
here's the thing, it takes me so much effort for me personally
I get that.
to do it. I won't keep doing it.
No, I get it.
So,
what I'm saying is for measurement purposes.
Right.
To me, 3 aspirins, 3 drops of essential oils.
Right.
Of the tea tree.
And 1 tablespoon of salt.
Yeah. So that's like per use.
Yeah.
Right. We're talking about doubling recipes here.
So you're going to shampoo with the sea salt, scratchy, okay?
And then rinse.
You're going to rinse.
Water.
Well,
Leah, okay, this is where our methods differ. I rinse with water because I don't want a massive chemical explosion on my head because I don't want my hair to fall out. Leah apparently is okay with taking the risk. Baking soda and vinegar
fantastic on my
exploding.
Head. Look, like I have a poof head. My hair's growing back fantastic. So I rinse with the vinegar and then
rinse it all out with water, right?
Then do I rinse after that? I can't remember. And then I shampoo with this.
And then you let it sit. Now that's key. This one,
like 3
with
minutes.
the salt, I don't let sit. But with this one, and you will feel that peppermint and the tea tree oil and all of these essential oils just really stimulating your scalp and getting in there. It feels amazing, actually.
And then I rinse that with the vinegar.
I rinse it with water.
Because I love the way it feels. And then
with a chemical explosion on her head.
And then I'll rinse that again, and then I think I do 3 rinses with the vinegar. And then I will condition my hair. Now, you don't have to do this every time you shampoo, but let me get up here so you guys can see. It could be just a natural coincidence. Maybe it's not. I know it looks oily right now, but I have so much new growth hair. Look, can you see all that? Look at that. Oh my gosh. My hair is so growing back. Look at all of that hair. Okay, I was a bald maniac.
Now,
it felt like that.
Explain once again why your hair is so oily right now.
Okay, so my hair is oily right now because before, and you'll get this in the next video, where
you want to do
one of the problems
of castor oil.
One of the problems when you have COVID hair loss or hair loss is your hair turns to straw. Okay. And so it's over here. I'll just show them. I do castor oil, but this is also my favorite. This is black seed or black cumin seed oil. And what I will do is during the morning and the evening, while I was really trying to get my hair to grow, I mixed together a mixture of blackseed oil, rosemary, thyme, cedarwood, lavender, and peppermint. How much did you do? Ish. Okay, I just put them together.
Throughout the day, you would stop and you would put and apply it and massage
it into my scalp.
And you're gonna look like you got an oily head.
It was a naked scalp, and I just wore a hat all the time.
But it's worth it.
Okay, and then also because my hair was so dead and it felt like straw, and it was scary.
And mine did too, and I didn't even lose as much hair as Leah did.
So what I was doing is I put blackseed oil along the length of my hair, and it soaks it all in.
And on your scalp.
And on my scalp too. But that was in addition to the scalp. Then, so like the day before, the night before, a hair washing. Like today, I did it last night.
And we recorded this in a video we're going to upload later, where Leah showed putting the castor oil that we have on your hair for a nightly
and on the length of it, and I just braided it. It's down now, but I just braided it, and I'm gonna wash it, and then the next video that you guys can watch will bring all the products out that we've tried, and then just kind of encourage you that you know more in methods on how to style hair that is falling out or thinning, to encourage you that if you're having a body stress, hair loss, like with the COVID or the Delta, I'm hearing that it's mostly this huge group of people right now who had COVID in August are now worried about their hair loss.
Can we put the link to the COVID hair loss group, Facebook group, in the description of this video?
Sure.
So you'll have to be on Facebook to be a part of it. But there is a COVID hair loss group that is so encouraging. They have tips. There's a lot of women that are buying wigs. I mean, these women have lost almost all of their hair.
Some of them have.
And we were told in the beginning when we noticed our hair falling out and Leah really noticed it, everybody kept saying, you can't stop it. Leah and I beg to differ. What they're essentially trying to get across is that once your hair goes into a stressed shedding phase, that whatever is going to fall out is going to fall out. I don't think that's the case.
I don't know. I mean, I lost 3/4 of my hair, and I was doing a lot of these things. I was taking fluvoxamine and ivermectin. I don't know if there's something you can do to stop it. I think
it seems like either the timing was that you didn't lose hair for as long as these other women did, or what we did worked.
Well, a lot of I think maybe I started with more hair.
Okay.
So we talked about that. Like, I lost 3/4.
No, I mean, they were saying hair. I was losing hair for, 3 or 4 months.
So I think I lost hair for November, December, and then I think I just stopped last week really losing hair. But up until last week,
I guess my point is it could be a complete coincidence. But for me personally, and this is what I observed from Leah, but I can't speak for her.
A lot of people are
as soon as we started using the castor oil treatments in addition to the stuff that we were already doing, that's when everything changed for me. That's when my hair literally stopped falling out as much as it had been falling out.
And we'll never really know. So everybody has to tell their own story.
Right. And every person is going to be different.
Right.
You just need to know that you're not alone.
Yeah.
And that there are things that you can do to at least bring life back to the hair that you have left.
I think a lot of people did a lot of different things. And some people just said, some people said this might have helped. I think most people were focusing on how can we stimulate our scalp to get it to grow back.
Not so much to stop the hair loss.
Yeah, not so much. I mean, I heard from a friend who was losing hair, and they started taking biotin, and it seemed to stop.
Yeah.
So we take a lot of vitamins and nutrients and collagen and things like that,
and we've done a lot of research.
And it doesn't. I don't know if there's a one-stop shop. I don't feel like I feel like sometimes we try to do videos, and we try to and have discussions that are. I just have the answer for you.
No way. There's no answer for this.
I don't have
the answer for this.
The answer for you. I do have this. Actually, seriously, will take care of your dandruff. I have the answer for dandruff. Okay.
And it also makes your hair incredibly healthy,
soft and healthy.
Soft, yeah.
But I also think we do have an answer for it. Will stimulate hair growth. Mm-hmm. Your hair isn't growing back as fast, you said.
Mm-mm.
And no, I don't haven't been doing as much.
But I haven't been doing as much of the things that you've been doing.
You don't do the oils on your hair night and day.
My method that I
stimulate your scalp and massage it.
So I do that the night before hair washing, and I will put the castor oil on there, and I will stimulate it. In the beginning, I was, and then I just got lazy and didn't want to have my hair oily all the time, and I realized that I wasn't losing as much hair as Leah was, so I was kind of like weighing.
Well, do I want to have it? Yeah, and that is the question. Do I really want to have oily hair all the time and wear a hat?
Or can I handle a little bit of hair loss,
Right. And so for me, it kept coming out, and I was like, forget it. We're just going to throw the kitchen sink at it. I don't know what's going to happen. I have these teeny tiny, when I do.
But I can tell you that when I did start treating it, my hair is night and day different. It's from a health standpoint. It's so much healthier now that I've been treating it.
I have these little tiny braids. I don't have much of my original hair left. So you
look like Kim Clement right now, it's so like funny. Slick back and then so like hair. I'm ready for you to start prophesying.
Oh, that's so funny. But yeah, I wanted to come to you guys with real deal, and then we're going to come to you and show you what I have found to help me feel good about myself instead of putting a wig on my head. I've been curling it in sponge curlers at night, and then giving myself a little bit of a hair bounce. And if you have long hair or even short hair, I highly recommend using hair curlers just to give yourself. It
gives you
moves your head out.
I came to Leah and I said, why don't you just try, see if there's like any non-chemical permanents?
No,
and she's like, well, I was saying, no, what I came to is I said, I don't think you should do this because of the chemicals. But if there was a way to do it that it wasn't as harsh on your hair, then I think you should get a perm. Because I know that would give body. See, our hair, Leah and I we have different hair. We may be sisters and alike in just about every way, but I have a very textured hair. It's a curly hair, and your hair is not bone straight, but it's way closer to bone straight than
pretty much bone straight. Yeah,
than not. So we want to encourage you guys. You're not alone. Mm-hmm. You can get through this. Your hair will grow back, and this doesn't just apply to COVID. People's bodies, whether they have any kind of virus, a lot of times people have it postpartum, whether you were in the hospital from a sickness, your body goes into this stress mode and starts shedding a bunch of hair. Mm-hmm. This will work for all of those things.
To stimulate your scalp.
Yeah.
This helps stimulate your scalp so you get more hair growth.
Absolutely. So if you are watching this right now, it's Thursday. We're going to be doing a premiere tonight that you guys can tune in with Dr. A. I don't want to say his name out loud. Might end with an R, and then there might be an I and a D and an S in there somewhere. But we did an interview with him yesterday. And we're going to premiere it tonight live on all of our platforms, so I don't want you guys to miss out. We will not be premiering it on this platform, Facebook, but on everywhere else.
Even though our video with Dr. R. Went viral and has had hundreds of thousands of views on
millions probably all over the place, except for our uploading of it. It's just other people's uploading of it goes viral. I don't get that, but whatever. So I want you to tune into that now. Really important. Where's your hat? Where's your hat? Is it down here?
I don't know where mine went. I can't find it.
Oh my gosh.
I wore it yesterday.
Leah lost her MyPillow slouch hat. We posted pictures of these it's upstairs, adorable slouch hats from MyPillow.com. So if you guys want to get them, go to MyPillow.com/resistance. Use promo code resistance.
Yes.
You can save up to 50% off of these hats. Okay?
I don't know where my hat went.
We are now MyPillow people. That's what I'm going to call us. We're the MyPillow people. So I want you to go, and now we're going to be talking about these products moving forward. Are the pillows real deal? They are legit. The jingle that they came up with, it's the best night's sleep in the whole wide world. It's true. It really is. And I did not know that until we got them, and now we've got them, and they are selling clothing, and they've got a whole boatload of really cool things that you can use our promo code to save up to 66%. Are you still looking for that hat?
I lost my hat.
You lost your hat.
I did. I don't know where it's at. I just wore it today.
They're absolutely adorable. You need to get you one. That's what you need to do. MyPillow.com /
It'd be really great for my
resistance.
Wet, oily hair to be wearing a hat right now.
Yeah, but you're going to go wash it right now, right?
Yeah.
She's going to go wash it. Later on, we're going to do a video on the styling of it. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this. It's a little veering off of the path for Resistance Chicks, but we are all about bringing you guys the truth. And the truth is, if you get this thing that is a bio bang bang, it can do some damage, and you need to help with the fallout. Literally, fall out. Get it? That was pretty good.
I was thinking like radiation, nuclear.
Right. We love you guys. God loves you. God bless.